2 quests in Sumeru. Let's go with the left one. Welcome to Genshin Impact No Wishing, the account where you cannot wish until AR-58 Dissension Domain is cleared. Today we're starting off with the third quest. Third interlude. Yeah.
Well, if it's fact.
Yeah, I want to write my.
Yes, you came to.
It took me how long to get to this part? On the main series.
Let's go find out what this
It took me I'm not sure what episode will be on at the time of uploading this, but
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing
it's been 41 episodes.
Oh.
We were 41 episodes in by the time I made it to Interlude Act 3 in canon.
No. This is my first time coming face.
So what? For the love of... traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
Fun fact, today is the last day in Project Sakai you could use the original UI.
I see. My teacher chose this area of research.
If you don't mind, I'd love.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you...
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in
Let me give you some background. This all started, but in the end, he threw it into a fire. Apart from the sword maker,
Killed someone.
That's right.
So first this strange person.
Yes, my thoughts exactly.
The Scaramouche lore post.
I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. Things easier. So basically, something
Yeah, we know that guy.
happened in the Kaidahara clan.
The Kaidahara?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail.
Oh, yes, of course.
Get to the point.
According to information acquired...
Puppet?
Scaramouche!
Aha! Judging.
Paimon!
Paimon just meant...
I agree. It does. But
Oh, and please read. Sawada was. Oh!
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up?
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we... Besides, if there really was a political...
Good point. Okay.
We have some other
Okay.
stuff to do.
All
Get out.
Thank you.
Get out, little
If you
bro.
Find out any more.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, then even if we, after all, we kicked his butt, and if you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
Speak of the devil.
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like... the balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
him Scaramouche. Scaramussy.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be laughed at? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in there. A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think? But if that's the case,
Don't flatter you.
So if
Well,
I mean, yeah, I would have.
quickly.
I would have finished job for the fact, oh, I can't kill anyone. This game has to be PG-13.
Don't let him trick. Don't you dare try. As long as the terms are
well,
Yes, one in which I gained value. The balladeer's power was all but completely spent. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Wait a second. I take no pleasure in saying this, but
sometimes it's you using them, other times it's so as long as you have some value to offer, nobody.
Damn.
as we discussed,
I think these two have made their.
obviously.
I thought they kept him around to keep
Then let's put that
people being
discussion
fans
away
of
for
him.
the
Because, like,
trial run.
All right.
y'all know Scar Nation.
Go now and keep in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit. Yes. As I
Reggie
told you
Rock
before,
literally just goes,
there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
un,
Yeah.
cursive Ra.
Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today.
Ow! Binary.
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when
Hieroglyphs,
the became the
binary.
god of a new era.
I have and poo poo pee
Some
pee.
traces of its power remaining. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. So I asked the
Wait, you
Balladeer
only
to
like
Irminsul for
stupid
any
jerks who treat
information
him like
about the
shit?
Descenders.
Why do guys only
Those
want
who are
bitchy
familiar with
bimbos
this
squawk
kind of
all over them?
information and should be Sometimes everything is dictated by how things will go in our minds as Sumeru's deity. It is my if this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Oh
It is
god,
my
Miku
pleasure,
can't
really.
be in Fortnite.
You're Sumeru's hero. Paimon's still worried about this idea. I was going to contact you about that. In fact, I was going to, even though he only had, of course, I'll be there to help guide you through. Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul. Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
We're in the tree.
Look at that. Hot.
Shut your beak, jailbird!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the.
Sounds like a success. I need to be quite clear about something. Unlike anywhere else. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides. But it is fine. Let's call it truce. But don't...
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are per my agreement with
You sure are coming.
if there are no further or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ugh, the smoke on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start.
Irminsul access grid. Is this a small sap?
Meow.
Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. never seen anything.
IRMINSUL is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Can you still sense where the heart of
yes.
permission granted?
We're into
Go
Google.
ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so
We're in the Google
you
tree.
did go running off. What are you?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here.
Follow Bala the deer.
These sapling things have spread out.
Huh?
Those are all packets of information from inside IRMINSUL. Be careful not to touch them.
Don't touch the shit, okay?
It looks the same in every direction.
It's Ava Maze.
No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
That is a cool
Mr.
ass
Lord
tree.
Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
The rest is up to you.
Will do.
He is searching.
Huh. For one,
Bro is
we're
Google.
the ones.
Traveler. Yes.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our head?
That's part.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great. So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
As I've told you before, there is still perhaps today will be the. Well done.
Party City.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those.
Huh.
I guess they got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tataris.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how...
Let me...
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the top. Of course you do. You can't have your...
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in IRMINSUL at all.
Wait, how do you know about that? Didn't Ahita tell you?
It's not like we never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know if you...
Huh.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh?
The tree.
This light. It looks similar to those...
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't...
Shh.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain that...
There's no one else who can enter.
Is that so?
Get in the furnace.
Whoa!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me under your leadership, as I under the forging industry. Skills.
Yes, well, you allowed a...
We are in the
couple
past.
You remain...
You flatter me.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir. What do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? And recently, as none of the people who went out to get help have come back. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher?
I'm just
Stupid
surprised
grin
that you
on your
finally
face.
chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my...
Bro is entering the furnace.
But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Bro is
Moment
dead.
Like this.
You...
SMH.
You're
Not
right.
even any
I
blood.
thought I disguised myself exceptionally well. It's a long journey from Inazuma, and yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him.
Whoever you're working for...
It's no trouble at all. If you
Dottore?
must know, I'm
Fatu...
just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it?
Just destroying an entire island. Ah, yes. Minor inconvenience.
Cursed technology! Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him
Not yet.
as one of us.
Can't.
He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone.
What is 9 plus
What a
10?
beautiful way to see the world. Think of me as I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend,
Dottore.
Mr. Niwa, already dead? What a pity.
Auto. Hello, Dottore.
Master, I have completed the I'd like to introduce a
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore? Dottore!
He's going insane.
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? But why did we see things from him?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he
Maybe so.
does it, you know very well what that means.
Let's give him some space. He looks...
We need to give him some
Yeah.
time to process his emotions.
I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident.
Nobody has ever deceived you, so now you have. It was all a horrific experiment planned by of all the unwitting participants. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put me. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for the mechanic removed. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable
Damn.
cruelty. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet.
Holy moly.
Yes.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Wait for a while, okay.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright?
No.
That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? It won't.
Hey, are you investigating?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the descenders in IRMINSUL.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. IRMINSUL does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh. Does that mean we have to leave
He doesn't even know how to
empty-handed?
close the door properly.
Don't thank me, just. You.
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your sister and Irma. Plus, she only came.
The heavens responded?
The jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria and lived with your sister. I don't know the detail. Did you get all that?
Yes,
Does this info count toward?
very valid.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'll give me your.
Hmm?
Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
He knows.
Done.
Huh?
Nothing. I was. So long. I suggest you.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go run?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names those who died into.
Hey,
You know, I never did like. But if a colony of harmless ants.
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared.
He's gone rogue.
Oh no.
Oh,
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon,
It was the Balladier's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took every—
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not— we're running out of time.
Gotta escape.
We're out.
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's— I'm sorry, but
An emergency.
don't worry.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before? He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible.
I mean, it's been done before.
You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck. So, why does Paimon? Huh? Ah! Sorry, but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really?
I mean, he did it.
Paimon's had it with that little. There's no way he'll actually succeed. about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But
Can they stop giving me these clickable dialogue options?
I'll start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake. And Dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad. Also, Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup, and...
She's out.
Um...
Of course, these dialogue options always happen. I'm in the middle of something.
Paimon was, talking? Is that a
He did it!
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the balladeer. Okay, sure. Where are we? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay?
Huh? Who is this balladeer guy they keep referring to? Literally not one day after Kazuha got his new sword.
Ah, it's been a while.
It's been a singular day.
Go ahead. No. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden, the art of forging practice most of the great sword, but fortunately, Kai, if my memory serves me.
Oh yeah, we learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden.
In fact, he told me that, as there is no harm in the Raiden Gokuden were the target
Vengeful?
400 years ago. So I'm told, there was a Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation, knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, the smith's death. Though heroic in his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable, powerless, and destitute, alas. If only, finally, he made a in his fury.
Damn.
He murdered indiscriminately. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, that is why the Kaedehara clan and their...
Was there anything else you wanted to...
Kazuha? My pleasure.
Okay, he does still exist. He's not evil, Kazuha.
There are other places you want to visit too, right? On to the next step!
Okay.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's head...
Traveler!
Yep.
It's been a while.
It's been a bit. Hello.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hmm?
Why?
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Oh, Murmo, he fucking did.
Of course, traveler. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the commissioner's behalf. As for the commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem
So pretty much business is...
very much so.
Huh.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very Miss Kamisato, I must say. Many things in
Alright, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Great! Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
all right.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep.
Very well.
Yep. Tartar Cessna. Oh, the one time we actually have to go. We actually gotta go clear Tartara Tails. Yeah, why are we investigating Tartara Cessna? Weren't we already told what's going on? Yeah, I think we just gotta open Tarsuna. Yeah, hold on, I'll just get this done real quick. Okay, the tails have been Tatara'd. But at what cost? Hello, Xavier. It's been 3 seconds.
Here we are. But what are
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler?
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and...
We have some questions and thought you might be able to...
Certainly do. If there's anything you want to know, just like the back of my... Not only
Huh.
that, but I've met people... Oh, well, I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging...
A couple?
One was just in the last few years. They say he was a mechanic who consult...
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier?
Oh, I didn't realize...
Me neither.
What brought this on? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki I do know the word. Ina's, but sadly, I've never had the...
Huh.
Of course!
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most farewell.
Looks looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but keep your smiles, but hey. Alright, let's...
So, what I've gleaned together, we're trying to find a guy who appears to have erased himself from existence. From what I heard, seems like people went crazy over him. No, sorry, Tatara Tales.
Hey, it's them.
Wait, they know. They know we've changed history.
You're still here?
Indeed we are.
We have time.
It's the same topic we discussed.
Still looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh? Should we join them?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
Damn.
Huh? Oh,
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler.
What did you find out?
It's a long story.
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You... Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least.
Yes, okay.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Oh, so.
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do. Race you.
Here we are.
Now I got stomach cramps. Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
Yep.
The Balladeer? You look troubled. Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
Yep, we've got IRMINSUL. Yep.
his story. So, this puppet known as the But how is it, as the traveler said, nevertheless? It does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from IRMINSUL, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about him in IRMINSUL.
Yep, we
And
aren't
that
real.
also explains why any changes to IRMINSUL wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Yep, crazy.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that. Something else
Yep.
worrying you? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died. Once the balladeer realized he couldn't keep hating humans after that, the story makes sense. Every part of it. The balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with IRMINSUL. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in IRMINSUL and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything.
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one. It
Yep,
turns out
that's the
that was
memories.
it. A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
I authored
Yep.
this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the balladeer?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the kabuki mono in other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in IRMINSUL changes to that. But IRMINSUL can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered IRMINSUL.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the traveler into IRMINSUL with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in IRMINSUL. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in a fox.
Memory.
The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
Damn. Could literally care
The
less.
fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good.
Yawn.
Never again how it wished to... I will become the new moon, the end...
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the balladeer story. It is to become a god. He was experimented on and modified. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity, I buried it deep inside one of my...
It's hard to believe that Paimon has no memory.
The balladeer agreed before he vanished. We still don't know how to...
It sounds like Paimon went...
This is why wisdom... So the answer is not when you give someone to others looking on. Never forget that even... And that is what you have been doing.
Yeah, Nahita's...
Good idea.
You got it. Come... Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
Yep, we found the guy.
It'd be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But... What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want.
Genshin Impact turned 4.
Figured stuff out.
Genshin Impact players after the 28th.
Excuse me, boss. There seems
Holy
to be a
shit!
small problem with the last bill. Look.
Hey!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one. I don't want to.
No, please.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more.
Ain't no way Mozart
I'm gonna level with you.
dropped
kid.
before the
You
Shunha
You
rerun.
don't take days off. And it.
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later.
Think of the
Hey, what do we do now?
Life is
Stay
hard.
out of sight. Don't let him see you. Race you.
I said whoever went through the underground chasm didn't add pictures to the interactive map. Your mom's a hoe. It's Scoramussy. Dear Hoyo, create a character named John. Johnny for short. And like Amber shit his bed. It'd be so
Say
funny.
he's the balladeer. What do we put? Oh,
Shush.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them. Huh? You two over there.
he spotted us.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
Yawn.
A puppet?
Huh?
You were right.
I guess you do know me. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through... Okay, but...
Are you really working?
Yes.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you. Okay?
Then let's
Why is there no good cryo DPS actually left? Grizzly hasn't been reran forever. Ayaka. Ayaka. Hard to believe we're gonna have to be back here later for bedtime story.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow...
I was just about to pay.
What?
I get it, okay? But look, it was. Imagine you were me for a sec. But anyway, take.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking...
Don't mention it, kiddo.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
It's time to wand the
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember.
You
Time.
say that
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me,
Dendro is the element representing
a
wisdom.
hidden past unknown even to myself.
Meanwhile, the two oldest Dendro beings are are both dragons. This one, when you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart. And this little pixel guy is like, "Pah! How dare you cast aspiration on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such vile taste in friends. I'll arise and beat you black and blue, and then purple, and then black again."
Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult, I'll be able to handle it. Please.
is truth some?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnate, you nearly died. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have to let parts of
People be
yourself
like,
go.
"Subway sucks. My brother in
I
Christ.
gave everything I had.
You made the
Regardless of
sandwich."
the outcome alone,
I don't think I can judge everything on each choice a person.
that is the need.
It seems like my.
We're not trying to hurt.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating. He's got so much.
Lesser Lord Kusano,
Yes,
please.
even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish.
I'm just a puppet.
Very well.
Wait.
Don't worry.
Traveler, could I ask you to super...
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, these memories...
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your back...
Is that because this is kind of like
You...
I hear footsteps.
This place is... No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction. There's...
The memories.
Huh.
This man is Katsu.
and the rest is history.
In the original version of...
Let me get you out of here.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. As the second in command, but Katsuragi had sworn lifelong...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior.
Oh, into the floor.
He has a kind face.
Can I survive this encounter at 35 health?
I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwan. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? Here we are. Not today, Satan.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing up.
But you can't.
Yup.
Damn.
This child didn't have after his mother after leaving to What happened to the child? He died from his illness while he was
Yeah, this is learning experience, this Baladier guy.
What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family!
The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right. Wait. No.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
It's all coming back to me. Nagito. Escape. It's all returning back to me. I know what happened. He's escaped this realm. I remember now. Oh god, what have I done?
Are you trying to win me over?
The long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Why does it always have to be these Geo guys? It's like the one Fatui people I always struggle with. Line them up, knock them down.
Surrendering.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Miscalculated. This place is dark.
In the original version of such a creepy atmosphere.
I remember this too.
Hey, look over there.
Well, my
Well, my fair lady.
This rundown
factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow, you shouldn't have.
Huh. What do you have to gain from? Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss?
What a sharp tongue you have.
Funny how negotiating
never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead,
I suggest you
keep your true feelings to yourself, bitch.
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely
Tell
you're
Hajime that
worried
once.
about me.
I just can't have you
I just can't have you getting my way. You and child never fail to find ways to complicate things. Besides, this is my alternate plan I have to carry out.
But do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the Look at you. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Damn that woman. That's where I am. Poor little tongue. She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a welcome.
The plot does not end here.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
Oh god, I remember. It all started because of a silly little gag I wanted to do.
Nothing mattered to you except results in your own interest.
Because there's a pretty large crossover between the Komahina shippers of old and the Scar Nation fans of today.
You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
I remember everything. It all started as a freaking gag.
Come
Then it
little
became
closer.
real.
Let's spark.
The power of Sumeru's divinity caused him to become sentient, caused him to break the fourth wall, and managed to escape through my battle with him. I remember now.
Come a little closer.
Get out, little bro. I have lore to expose in the Fish cinematic
You're in
universe.
for a little shock. Prepare yourself. Come a little closer. Blitz.
Get out. Into the portal.
Looks like we have arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that
Welcome.
When do we start?
When do we start?
You seem impatient.
The biological nothing worse than what
Nothing worse than what I've been through for, Ven. Especially considering my
You were the most
past.
resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information.
Yeah, my past, the ultimate
Alas,
despair,
after
really
that,
does
you were
that.
under orders
As an
to
ultimate
remain
despair
near
really
base.
does that.
We barely saw each.
That was gracefully
That
worded.
was gracefully worded. Everyone would they think if they knew that nothing matters to you apart from your crazy experience like taking someone from another game
You speak
franchise.
to me in a more respectful tone.
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister.
It's normal for him to give you the...
Let's move on.
Thankfully, from what I've seen, it appears we have managed to separate Scaramouche from Nagito. But Nagito, oh god, I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to find him.
You're a god.
If you accept that he is...
In your eyes,
Do you think there are any... Whoever has tasted...
I've seen enough of my path. No matter the consequences. Can you return my memory?
Return the
I
memories.
believe that human life as a puppet living in a.
Regaining your memory, are you sure you...
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. But then I met you. And I finally... I've always felt I have an innate tendency, so I beg you.
Very well. Since your mind is made up... You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Remembers. He remembers.
A puppet? What's he doing here?
It's...
You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Is he alright?
You thought you could escape that easily. I left a little parting gift. In case you ever made it this far. I may be long gone. But even now, I still manage to terrorize you. This Scaramouche guy may have been separated from my essence. But I'll terrorize him again, too.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Good night, sweet prince. Wait, what? Wait, no, this isn't part of the plan. You're supposed to be dead.
Die.
Error. Reverting to pre-used lines.
This is trying my patience.
Thankfully, it seems that he has been separated from his time as Nagito Komaeda.
At my command, you shall fall.
No!
Imbecile!
It disappeared.
What did you expect?
There's the tone of wait, but it was.
Sorry, I'm harsh on my. You sound like you're concerned about me.
Looks like Scaramouche will
But
be
don't
fine.
worry. Thanks to
But
you,
as for
even
you,
if I didn't change
my
a thing,
viewers,
The memory
you'll
of
never
the
find
seems to have
me.
been a success.
I'm long gone.
Come on.
Why can you hear me? Oh, it's simple. I just want to torture you. And also you, fish. You'll never find me. I will find you when you least expect it.
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon. You don't like being.
It's fine. But after learning about everything, that I'm not planning on returning.
So you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile.
But that doesn't mean you're.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it.
You failed.
I hope you can see changing the world. What you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence.
What is wrong with you?
Indeed.
Why are you blue?
Do you regret?
Like, I'm surprised no one's made that meme.
In return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the Lesser Lord Kusanali. You purposely left that information in IRMINSUL.
Why are you blue?
Yes. And I took.
Yep, someone did it.
Such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful
It's literally just,
asset to
what
Sumeru
is wrong
and
with
to me.
you?
When
Why
you
are
were
you
my wife,
blue?
you played a part, but before that,
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's what.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is alright. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders.
Yawn, don't care.
Traveler, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in IRMINSUL. What exactly happened before and after that point? I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents and Ermines, so that's how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops into some things in this world. Everything that you feel is to be human, is to live with imperfections.
But humans can't live without a heart.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just the past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the
Holy
Sounds
shit.
like you've got a future planned.
1 million damage with Navia.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal.
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too!
Why?
Because
We get to name her guy.
A name is life's first gift. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a...
He killed your dad for 50 bucks and a lighter. Google Translate. Holtwissen. Let's name him after something, Satan-y. Azafoth. Why not?
Are you sure? Oh, alright.
Oh, Azafoth. Resurrected demon.
What about a nickname? Take your time. I don't need everyone who
You mean
the doctor.
now that your stance is
Oh,
changed,
Azafoth.
I believe you're
Resurrected demon.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma.
Oh, Azafoth.
Some of them
Resurrected demon of the
I don't
Fatui.
plan to leave, even though the events have been...
I see. Huh?
It's fine. Let them stab... Alright. Goodbye, wise deity. And you...
I mean, hey, at least he's less of a dick now. But what about Nagito?
But even so we can finally go eat.
Thank you both.
I've got it! I can end...
You mean because...
Yeah! I heard that Mikoshi Naga, the Dark Clouds, had... Then, one night, as an old... All these expressions of life is a...
Oh, you thought Fish was going to end off the video? He's not. He doesn't even know I'm speaking. Let me tell you, viewers, you will see me again. I will be back. When? You'll never know. But I, Nagito, am forever. IRMINSUL can't erase me. Nothing can. My legacy is forever. I don't know what else to say. He's gotta return to the resting place. And then that's it, I think. Why do these kids just randomly jumping? Like
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, good! Huh? Look at the vase. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something?
That's you.
You sound lost and confused. I know why you are
Huh?
Unfortunately, when a small animal like a vase that history does not.
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that? Ugh, it feels wrong just.
So, that's it. Interlude Act 3 is done. And next episode, it'll be time to go to sleep. Because it's a bedtime story.